Maxis Bhd has a new man at the helm, and he comes in at a time when the telco industry is undergoing some major changes. In the first part of our interview with incoming CEO Gökhan Ogut, we talk about Maxis' clean slate, what its stakeholders should expect, and why it aims to be more than just a mobile service provider. You are taking over Maxis at what may be one of the most challenging times in sort of the telco industry. You're talking about real seismic shifts here, right? You're not talking about price wars anymore, nothing so base as that. So how is Maxis going to face it?
Contrary to common belief, I think I'm taking over at a very exciting time in the telco industry and in Malaysia. So I consider myself lucky because we have a very strong plan that we started actually implementing as of 2019. The plan about really changing the company, this great company, which is the leader of mobile in Malaysia, to be the leading converged services company. So I see a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities for Maxis in Malaysia, in the bigger market, not just mobile, but converged connectivity, plus solutions and services that we will be offering to our customers on top of the connectivity that we give. And because Maxis is such a great company and brand and network, I believe it will be an easier transition for us than any other company in the sector to be able to do that. So yes, I will be taking over at the right time, in the right moment, in the right country, in the right company, so which is very exciting. You're right, we are going through these times where a lot of the words that we used to use are actually becoming a reality. Convergence is one of those words that is actually a reality, as we as Maxis since September taking advantage of the MSAP, the new access pricing in the market, decreasing the retail prices in the fiber market. We really made it happen that us as a mobile operator, a serious player in fiber, we've been able to triple our fiber connections every month since the Fiber Nation campaign. Now this is becoming a reality. Us as a mobile operator selling more fiber, and on top of it, as we've started since November, relaunching our Prime offer, Maxis Prime offer, which is a combination of our mobile lines together with fiber, unlimited data for all in the home and for the family, everybody in the family.
So this is what you mean actually about broadening revenue base?
Correct. That's the exciting thing about this move, because this means literally not just competing in the smaller mobile market, but competing in the bigger fixed market, on top the solutions market, be it enterprise solutions or consumer solutions. A lot bigger markets, which will mean broadening the revenue base.
Even though it is a bigger market, Malaysia is also only of a certain size anyway. So how is Maxis going to put itself ahead?
A couple of things. One, our strategy definitely differentiates us being really serious about being a converged operator and really making the effort and the actions so far in the converged space is one guarantee of the success. Second is definitely what has differentiated us so far as the leading mobile operator. Our brand, very strong around trust. Our network, which we will continue to invest in our network to make sure that we keep the leadership, and we can claim as the converged operator, the only company that can guarantee you always on connectivity. If fiber fails, we have the great 4G network to complement that. And definitely the Maxis people, which have proven in the past to take Maxis to leadership of the mobile market, which we again depend on our people and culture to take us to the leadership in the new era.
In your recent earnings, there were a number of sort of one-off costs that Maxis said was necessary because, you got to burn part of the forest, right, to grow a new one. Will we see more of this in the coming quarters, or has all the heavy lifting been done?
In the last quarter results, we've announced that we had one-off costs, especially related to what we've been doing on Fiber Nation, the take-up of our fiber plans, especially related to that, the conversion of our base to the new plans with lower price levels, and also our readiness for both enterprise customer plan and 5G readiness. Those were the few of the one-time costs. Yes, we were able to convert close to 80% of our base to the new plans, but we still have some leftovers to the 2019, which will be again one time for 2019 and will not incur ongoing after that.
So as Maxis moves to its next phase, its next evolution, its next, sort of like form, will the dividends keep coming?
We also need to look at that dividend as a function of free cash flow. And in terms of free cash flow, despite, for example, take next year, despite lower EBITDA guidance and despite higher capex spending, core plus incremental, we were able to guide the market similar free cash flow levels as 2018.
You did mention that at the beginning when we started talking that as opposed to seeing it as a challenge, you see it as a very exciting time for the telco market. Given your experience, because previously you were with Vodafone in Turkey as well, what can you bring from that to now in similarities, and what can you use to kind of like sort of bring Maxis forward, do you think?
I've seen that it can be done. Part of the experience that I had in my previous career was about this transformation, coming from a mobile operator to become a serious converged player. I've seen it can be done in Europe, and in our team, in our management team, we also have quite strong leaders who have been part of the teams that has been able to do it, for example, in Australia, in Telstra.
So nothing makes you lose sleep at night?
Of course, there are things that keeps me from my sleep. Spectrum is one. For everything that we're talking about and getting excited about, for example, 5G, or even the things that we are able to do with 4G, spectrum is a very important resource that industry and Maxis really needs fast.